Have you ever walked into an electronics store or browsed online and noticed the massive price gap between some cameras? One model might cost less than $200 while another sits proudly at over $3,000. To a beginner, they might even look similar. Both have a lens, a screen, and the ability to take pictures. So what exactly makes one so much more expensive? And is it actually worth paying that premium? Today, we're diving deep into the real differences between professional cameras and cheap cameras, and by the end, you'll know exactly which one is the smarter choice for you. And I promise, it's not always the most expensive one. The first thing we need to talk about is image quality because this is where many beginners think the game is all about megapixels. The truth is, megapixels are only one small part of the equation. Professional cameras often have much larger sensors, sometimes 2 or 3 times the size of those in cheap entry-level cameras. A bigger sensor means it can capture more light and more detail, which translates into richer colors, better sharpness, and cleaner images, especially in low-light conditions. A cheap camera with a small sensor might look fine on a bright sunny day, but as soon as the light drops, say, at sunset or indoors, the photos start to get grainy, colors wash out, and details disappear. This is why pros can take stunning night shots without using harsh flash, while budget cameras struggle to produce anything worth keeping. But sensor size isn't the only difference. Professional cameras give you complete control over your settings. You can decide the exact aperture, shutter speed, ISO, white balance, and picture profile. This allows you to create a photo exactly as you envision it, not just as the camera's automatic mode decides. Cheap cameras tend to limit those controls, forcing you into automatic or semi-automatic modes. That can be fine for quick snapshots, but if you want to grow creatively, those limitations will quickly become frustrating. Imagine wanting to blur a background for a portrait, but the camera simply won't let you set the aperture wide enough. Or you want to freeze fast action in sports, but the shutter speed options are too limited. Durability is another huge difference. Professional cameras are built to survive. They have weather-sealed bodies that protect against dust, rain, and even accidental splashes. They are designed to handle thousands upon thousands of shutter actuations without failure, and their buttons and dials are made for heavy, daily use. Cheap cameras, on the other hand, are usually built with more plastic, less sealing, and lower endurance. They can still last years if handled carefully, but they aren't meant for harsh environments or heavy professional workloads. A pro photographer might be shooting in the rain at a football game or in the middle of a desert, and that's where the construction quality really matters. Now, let's talk about lenses and expandability. Professional camera systems are built to grow with you. You can attach specialized lenses, ultra-wide for landscapes, telephoto for wildlife, fast prime lenses for portraits, macro lenses for close-up product shots. The list goes on. Each of these lenses can dramatically change the style and quality of your images. Cheap cameras often come with fixed lenses or very limited lens options, which means you're stuck with whatever the manufacturer built into the camera. That's fine if you only ever shoot one type of photo, but it limits your creative flexibility. Video performance is another big area of separation. Professional cameras can record in high-quality 4K, 6K, or even 8K, often with advanced color profiles like log gamma that allow for cinematic color grading in post-production. They have higher bit rates, better frame rate options, and the ability to plug in external microphones for pro-level audio. Cheap cameras might record in 1080p or basic 4K, but with heavy compression that makes the footage look flat or blocky. They often lack microphone inputs, so you're stuck with tinny built-in audio, which can ruin otherwise great footage. All of this brings us to the big question: is it worth paying for a professional camera? The answer depends entirely on your needs and goals. If photography or videography is your career or a serious passion, the investment pays for itself not just in image quality but in reliability, flexibility, and creative freedom. A professional camera can last you many years, survive tough conditions, and give you results that a cheaper camera simply can't replicate. But if you're a casual photographer who just wants nice memories from vacations or family events, a cheaper camera, or even a good smartphone might give you everything you need without the extra cost. There's also a middle ground. Many manufacturers make entry-level mirrorless or DSLR cameras that are far more capable than basic point-and-shoots, but don't carry the full professional price tag. These cameras can be a great option if you want more creative control and better quality without spending thousands right away. In the end, the worth it question comes down to whether the extra performance, durability, and creative options of a professional camera align with your purpose. For someone chasing a dream career in photography or filmmaking, the difference is absolutely worth the price. For someone who just wants convenience and simplicity, a cheaper option will be the better choice. What matters most is not just the gear you own, but how well you know how to use it.